So as the final piece of the downstairs here, I'm going to show you real quick is my Type 1 pictures. It's kind of like the favorite part of my collection. I'll try and be quick and get through this because there's a lot, and this will probably be a 10-minute video. But here we got, this is pop culture and entertainment. This is a 54 with John Wayne. Notice that all the provenance from the newspaper and whatnot is on the back of these pictures. We've got a 54 Ringling and Brothers picture. We got a 55 picture of Gene Autry. Hold on like this. We've got Marilyn Monroe from 1956. Clint Eastwood picture from 58. Ben-Hur from 59. Johnny Carson from 61. Bruce Jenner from 81. Evel Knievel from 74. A Disney picture from 1940. A Peanuts picture from 1965. Mork and Mindy. Happy Days. This is all like original, like television, like Type 1 photos. Got a 1930s of the Three Stooges right here. Got Betty Davis. I wonder if this is in Laguna Beach. That's why I like it, because she's a Laguna person like me. Let's see. Obviously the... you know what they're called, the Little Rascals. And here we got Humphrey Bogart. Here's Walt Disney himself in 1950. Here we got a James Dean picture. Look how hot Jane Fonda was back in the day, that stupid bitch. There's a picture of Elvis. Can't really tell it's him, but I bought it with the name saying it was Elvis on it. This is Helen Keller. We've got a little Charlie's Angels action right there. Another Elvis. Here we've got 1943 Batman, first ever action film of Batman. And then here's actually 1943 of Batman. Look at their ridiculous costumes. Pretty funny. Then we got the first Superman, which is Kirk Allen. And then you got the 1950s, which is George Reeves, Superman. And then you got the Duke, famous Hawaiian, his ukulele. And then you got Raquel Welch, hottie from back in the day. Bruce Lee, this is badass right here. Look at the provenance. It has all this cool shit on the back about the picture. Charlie Chaplin from 1930s, very neat picture. Gary Cooper, Pride of the Yankees, is like a picture from the movie with the provenance in the back. This is Abbott and Costello, who's on first. From the movie studio. Robert De Niro, Raging Bull. Notice the provenance on the back. This one came into me recently, Lone Ranger, like that. Boris Karloff. Mae West. I guess she was supposed to be hot back in the 20s. Can't really see that. Who we got here? George Gershwin, famous musician. Cranky Frankie. We got old Motley Crue. GNR. The Ramones. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Madonna. Stevie Ray Vaughan. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. Chris Cornell. Sheryl Crow. The Beatles. The Supremes. These are cool. Old pictures. Johnny Cash. Cher from 72. Grateful Dead from 74. Kiss from 75. Eric Clapton from 76. More Dead from the 76. The Who from 79. Def Leppard. Prince. Ray Charles from 52. Jackson 5. These are the different years of Jackson 5. So this one's from 1970. This one's from 1973. This one's from 76. This is Michael in 88. Got Sex Pistols from 78, which is very cool to me. Now we're getting into some history here. Pearl Harbor in 1941. What an awesome historical picture that is. These are all... Now this is just some shit right here, boy. 1945 with the provenance. It's got Patton. This picture is incredible. Landing craft invasion from 1945, a real war picture right here. Right here is the Cold War hits Germany in 1953. This is a picture of like tanks and stuff. This is a 1941 peace talks with Japan picture. Communist 1956 is something that's a very historical thing about what was going on at that moment. William Randolph Hearst. This is some auction picture of by someone famous, Norman Rockwell. Yeah. Let's see, Vegas sign, historical Vegas sign, but this is from 1976, so we all know we've probably seen that in person. This is President Woodrow Wilson, Mahatma Gandhi from 1930. This is 1912, William Howard Taft. 1920s, Franklin D. Roosevelt. 36, we've got Franklin D. Roosevelt. Got Teddy Roosevelt right here. That's an old-ass picture. 54, Ronald Reagan again. John F. Kennedy in 1960. Robert F. Kennedy in 62. Abe Lincoln, 1864. Whoa. 1908, Thomas Edison. Charles Lindbergh. Goodyear Blimp in New York in 1928. Pancho Villa from 1920. William McKinley, 1900. This is a reprint from 1945. That is not the original picture. That's why I have that in the back to like differentiate. Martin Luther King. It's a cool picture of 1910. Some Indians that are still living native. Orville Wright. Cool picture of Einstein. Amelia Earhart. Howard Hughes. Henry Ford. Neil Armstrong, 1964. Elliot Ness. 39, Mussolini. 52, Ronald Reagan with Nancy Reagan. That's a fucking kick-ass picture, I think. See, John F. Kennedy. Castro in 59. This is some kind of a flight aeronautical thing. This is another, like, a 1945 war picture. Has the provenance in the back. This is Hitler and Mussolini together right here with the provenance in the back. This is Stalin. Original picture of Capone. 1990 picture of Trump. Got damaged, unfortunately. Had to cut off the edge. Cotton Pickers in 1910. Cool historical picture. D-Day invasion. 1930 Gettysburg. 1913 Gettysburg Battlefield. I mean, what a historical picture. Flag deployed on lunar landing. 1969 NASA picture. 1920 Henry Ford. Patton again. And then a picture of 1953. That took so long, I'm going to stop this video before we get to the sports now.